Hey crafters! So for today's video, I thought I'd do something kind of fun and a little bit different than what I've done. But since it's almost time for Christmas and we all start thinking about what's going to be under the tree, we start thinking about, I can't wait to see so-and-so's face when I give them that present I picked out. So I thought I would share 5 items that are on my crafting Christmas wish list. So the first item we have today is this really cool pendant by Clover, and it's basically for yarn, and really you could use it even for like floss if you embroider or anything like that, or do a cross stitch, but I would be using it for yarn. And what I think is so cool about this product is, first of all, is you don't have to worry about like accidentally cutting yourself on it. Like, it can be super sharp, but you can see how the edges make it so that way your fingers and things aren't going to get caught in there and get sliced, but it'll still be really sharp for cutting your yarn. Second of all, I think it's so cool because you know that it will always be sharp enough for your yarn, because when you use scissors, if you use them on things like paper, they dull a lot faster. And I have a pair of scissors that I try really hard to make be just for crafting, but you know, every now and then I forget and I use it for something else and it really dulls the scissors. So what's really nice about the pendant is you don't have to worry about accidentally using it for something else. It stays nice and sharp because you're only cutting yarn with it. And last of all, it's a piece of jewelry. Like, how cool is that? That it's both functional and it can be a fashion accessory. So the second thing that's on my wish list is some Landscapes yarn by Lion Brand, and they are so gorgeous. If you saw my weekend fall haul video that I did back in October, I was buying some yarn and I almost bought some of it because, let me tell you, this yarn is gorgeous. Like, these pictures are really cool and show it really pretty, but it does not do it justice for in person. I'm so blown away by just the colorways of this yarn and just the way that they dye them. The colors are so rich and the way they fade into each other is just absolutely beautiful. So I'm like totally obsessed and in love with this yarn, and I haven't even gotten to try it yet. So I'm really hoping I get some for Christmas and can get to making some projects with that yarn. But I think it's so cool the way that the colors blend together. It's also really soft and nice material, and that's a yarn I really want to try out. So hopefully I'll end up getting some under the Christmas tree this year. The third item that is on my crafting Christmas wish list is this really cool multi-tool. And this one, my sister actually has one and my dad has one. And my sister uses it for crafts and things, and my dad uses it, you know, in like his fishing tackle box and stuff. But what I think is so cool about it is it's lots of little tools that you can use for crafting, and it's all right there in one little thing. Like needle nose pliers, got that. Little pair of scissors, oh yeah. Basic pocket knife and things, got that too. But then it also has some other pieces, like it has a file in there, and it has like a little corkscrew and awls and things. So it's itty bitty, but it's super portable, so it's always accessible, and you can just leave it right there when you're working instead of having to grab a whole bunch of tools. Instead, you need to grab a pair of scissors and a pair of needle nose pliers and all kinds of materials. It's all in one little package. They've been really happy with theirs and they let me use theirs sometimes. So that's one of the things that's on my Christmas crafting wish list. The fourth item on my list is light up crochet hooks, and I'm still not quite totally sold on the idea of them, but I just really want to try them because they sound so cool. You know, for me, usually with crochet, I don't have a hard time seeing stuff. For me, I would be using it more if I wanted to say crochet at night, but I didn't want to keep anybody else up, or if I was trying to watch a movie, but like my phone light or something was too bright to still watch a movie, I'd be able to sit there and be able to see what I'm doing instead of just having to feel in the dark. So I'd get a little more accuracy there. But I think just the whole concept is really cool. Like the way that crochet's been around for so long, but then you compare it with a relatively modern, you know, invention, the light bulb, and get this whole new product. And it's kind of cool the way that crafting and technology meet in this product. And also it's just kind of fun. I mean, honestly, even if I end up just using it as a flashlight, how cool is a crochet flashlight? Alright, number 5, the last item on my list, is Mandala Yarn. I love this yarn. I finally bought some, and I'm working on a sweater. I still haven't gotten very far because things like, you know, exams and school got in the way of that, but I'm still working on it, and I love the way the yarn is working up. I really like the weight of the yarn and the feel of it. It's not super thick, but it's not extremely fine. It's just a good medium balance, but it's also fine enough that you can do some more detailed work and not have it look chunky and still get some nice detail in there. And then I love the way the colorways work in this thing. Like, oh, it's so cool. Like when you're working with it, you often barely notice the color change happening anything until it's already happened. And so what I mean by that is you can look at this part here and be like, okay, this part of the fabric is definitely orange and this part is definitely pink, but there's this like such a gradual transition that you're like, wait, there's another color in there and there's another shade in there, and you can kind of pick out other shades, but it just blends really nicely together. And also it's fun because you never quite know when the color change is going to happen. So on bigger projects it's really exciting because you're getting to design and create something, but the yarn's also playing a really big role in helping the project turn out differently and uniquely for you. So those are 5 items that are on my crafting Christmas wish list. Are any of those items on your list, or have you gotten them before? If you're also wanting those items for Christmas, or you already have them and enjoy them, leave a comment below and let me know which products you guys thought were the coolest. And of course I'll have links for all these items in the description below if you want to check them out. But hopefully some of these will end up in my stocking or under the tree. But if not, you know, there's always Christmas money and gift cards, so I might be getting some of these after Christmas and I can show you which ones I get. But I hope you guys are still getting excited for Christmas. I know I definitely am, and I can't wait to bring you all the rest of these videos. Happy crafting! So this is really random, but I thought I'd just share a little bit of what's going on in my world these days. So anyways, I had a mole on my tummy the other day that it started looking funky, and so I went to the dermatologist and they're like, yeah, we need to take that guy off. So anyways, now I have this like great big bandage on my stomach. But I'm just gonna say I did not realize how sticky band-aids were until I had to peel one off of my belly. Like, ah!